Hey guys, it's Sunny from RevAtlas and welcome back to yet another video, and today we'll be taking a look at the review of this particular accessory. It's a Bluetooth device. It's called the Beyerdynamic Phonum and it's particularly meant for calls. Now that's quite a niche market and quite a specialization, and I'll let you know whether or not this is worth your money in this video. And before we get this started, please do make sure to hit the subscribe button and also turn on notifications to avoid missing any videos from us in the future. Now let's begin the video. So in the box, what you get is primarily the phonum itself. You get a carry case as well as a USB Type-C to Type-A cable, and this is a device that works over both Bluetooth as well as over Type-C. Now this comes with a built-in battery that's rated for a charge time of around 12 hours. Now, of course, in my testing, I didn't manage to drain it out completely, and overall I got more or less the rated time if I were to actually convert it into the full charge cycle based on my usage. Now it takes around 3 hours if you connect it via a power supply over the USB Type-C port, and this comes with a very good looking design. I mean, Beyerdynamic products are usually known for their exclusive designs and impressive build quality, and this is one of those such products. I mean, this has a very hefty weight to it because of the materials that has been used in its construction, and the bottom base also looks really nice, and it kind of looks like a UFO that's actually floating about on your desk. So in terms of design and build quality, I quite love it. The touch controls are also very intuitive. So you have basically the phonum that's mentioned here at the top. You have a Bluetooth button. You have the volume controls on either side. You have a button which is used to mute the microphone, and you also have a mode switch here. And on this side, you basically have the on-off button, the USB-C port, and you also have the Beyerdynamic company logo and the branding over here. At the bottom, you have a anti-slip base, so it does not actually end up scratching your desk or sliding across the desk when you are actually using it or actually accidentally hitting it, for example. Now the touch controls are very intuitive and they're dynamic, and you also get the call buttons. Basically, you have one to hang up and answer calls as well, and that works perfectly well. Now coming to the speaker itself, the overall output is fairly loud, but again, this is meant for calls and not meant for music or videos or those sort of things. And while it can actually do it, the end experience compared to something like the HomePod Mini, which is slightly smaller than this overall, but at the end of the day, you would have a more fulfilling experience consuming content over the HomePod Mini or a Bluetooth speaker of any other brand and any other type of design than this particular one. So what this does is it has an inverted speaker which basically fires down the sound and gives a 360 sort of surround, and equally transfers the sound in all directions, and that way it's quite good. And in terms of the speaker itself, I've had brilliant sort of experience when it comes to listening to the party at the other end. I could hear them properly, but in a sense it also makes it a bit worse because compared to your regular earphones, or say your phone speakers or your phone's earpiece, the background noise is also amplified a bit more because of the speaker itself. Now the benefit of this is that it's quite hands-free. You just leave it on your desk, and it has a built-in battery like I mentioned. So it's easy to actually take calls and reject calls. You don't even need to use your phone. For example, when a call comes, you can just accept it or decline it, and then you can continue talking if you accepted it, and or else you can just accept the next call or whatever. It's very easy that way. But in terms of the actual benefits that you get from this, I don't really see this being a very useful tool for many people, unless they are doing a lot of conferences in their office, or they're actually talking in a group. For example, this has multiple modes where one is unidirectional. You know that it picks up sound only in one particular direction, and where you're speaking from, it makes perfect sense. However, if there's other sound happening here and there, it does not pick it up. The other method is where it's more dynamic, and if you're walking around the room and picking and kind of talking, it actually picks up your voice pretty well. But again, the issue is that there's a bit of an echo sometimes, and in this particular example, which I shall be showcasing very soon, where I was speaking to my friend, he said that it was not really, all that great compared to some of the other earphones that he had tried. So, for example, I spoke to him over the AirPods Pro, and it was not a major difference from that. It was more or less the same. So, there's no real benefit that you're getting by using this if you are a single person. So, you can use your phone itself, maybe on speaker. That turned out to be better in terms of the mic, according to him. Or you can use your earphone if you want some more flexibility without actually having to hold your phone against your ears, and you can still walk around the room. But where this is actually very useful is basically the surround feature, where you can maybe have 4 people, 5 people, or n number of people, basically more than one person sitting close to this sort of device, and then they're taking a conference call. Then it makes a lot of sense, considering that it'll cancel out all the sounds that are available outside and only focus on your voices. Now, in between this sample that I'm about to play, there was some noise that was happening in the background, which maybe the camera mic would have picked, but the Phonum did not actually pick it, and in that sense, it is pretty good at cancelling out the noise. Hey guys, so I'm currently going to test the speaker on the Beyerdynamic Phonum, and I have my friend Shantanu on the other line, and I'm already connected on a call over the iPhone 12 Pro Max, and currently this is how we're speaking, and I just want him to see the difference, if there is any, between the Phonum and the iPhone itself. And I'm going to turn on the Phonum right now and see just how good it is. So now it should connect. Your device is connected. Hey man, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but there's a lot of echo and it's not that clear anymore.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay, I'm going to do something. I'm going to come closer. Can you notice the difference now?
A bit, but not so much. Like, the phone was better before.
Okay, so you know that I'm taking the call through something else, some other device.
Yeah, for sure, yes.
Okay, and does it feel like a Bluetooth headset or something totally different?
Not really. Like, it feels like a Bluetooth headset only.
Okay. How about now?
When even now it's quite same. Like, it even on the phone there was echo already.
What about now?
It's just in little bit lesser.
Okay, so you're saying the echo was there even on the phone?
Yes, it was.
Okay. Then disregard that. That's the room's properties. Then I'm just asking in terms of my voice, the crispness. Is there a lot of noise or background stuff you can hear? Those kind of features, what I'm saying.
No, in that way I don't see much of difference. Yeah, okay. It's clear, quite clear.
And what about now? Like, is there a difference?
I think I'm hearing you a bit louder now, little bit more.
Is it? Okay. Okay. But overall, in terms of quality, it's still good. Like, you can hear my voice well. I'll just shift to the iPhone speaker now and just tell me how much of a difference you can, see. Yeah, hi.
Is it iPhone now?
This is iPhone now, yes.
Yeah, so iPhone is definitely still better. I don't know, like, I feel the echo is reduced now. It's still there because of your room, but definitely I would prefer iPhone over that.
Okay. Now, the main benefit of this, like I said, will be used in conference rooms, or where a lot of people are involved and talking simultaneously, or maybe one after the other, without actually having to switch place and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, at the asking price of rupees 25,000, this is a very niche product, and I'm not sure if everyone needs it, regardless of whether you're working from home or you're using it in the office, unless there's more than 2 people, or at least 2 people involved in calls on a regular basis. So that was my video of the same. Now, in terms of the warranty, you get around 2 years with Beyerdynamic, which is good. But like I said, this is a very, very niche use case. I'm not sure if everyone will find this very useful. I personally would not buy this. And while it is a great product at what it does, I still feel that at the asking price, unless you have that particular use case that I mentioned, it's probably not worth getting. Thanks for watching this video. If you have any questions, do let us know in the comment section below. See you again next one. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button.